Last episode was our first game with James Cody as an X Factor quarterback. However, did not go very well. We lost to a 2-win Panthers team, 31-14. Neither side of the ball played well at all. And honestly, James Cody wasn't even an X Factor. It had the superstar icon underneath him. So not sure what happened there. Hopefully in this week, we turn it around as we're playing a division foe, the New York Giants. They are third in our division at 4-5. We are second. Cowboys, unfortunately, sitting atop after only having the one loss. They are 2 wins above us. We do have a bye week coming up after this game, so hopefully they'll lose in that week. Help us out a little bit. But today, we have to take on the Saquon Barkley and Justin Herbert-led New York Giants. So both sides of the ball is going to have to come through for us as we try to get back into the win column. Try to keep up, or not really keep up, but chase down the Cowboys to reclaim our number 1 spot. And this one will be started off with us getting the ball. I feel like that's a rarity here. We normally are the ones kicking off, but to start the game, we have Manny Fox on the return, and we'll be starting just past the 25. James Cody has had a very interesting start to the season. Turnovers has been a problem, but he has had a lot of rushing success as well. However, those stats not showing up as we jump on in, as per usual. Starting with a run play from Borghi, tries to get down the middle and will maybe pick up a yard. Again, as mentioned at the top of the episode, almost all things we did well previous to last game, we were not able to do, as that one somehow will actually find Borghi. Does still hit the turf. But yeah, really all things we tried to do last episode just did not work out very well for us. So hopefully we can find some things to work better for us. As first drive here already have a 3rd and long going out to the sideline and overthrowing Bo Melton. So it will be a quick 3 and out as Justin Herbert, having a better interception to touchdown ratio, takes the field with the Giants. Now, despite the better touchdown to turnover ratio, they have not had as winning of a season, under 500, as they will start with their own run. Saquon Barkley cuts to the outside, breaks a tackle. Eventually, Shakatoni will get back there to get the stop, but a gain of 14 on play 1. And it was really all facets of the game last week for this defense that didn't work out very well, as it's a read option. Herbert will gain some yards. For being a fairly large dude, he definitely has some wheels on him. But yeah, all facets of the game last week just didn't work out very well for us. We looked at some defensive backs in the upcoming draft to see if there was anything possible to do, and honestly, not a great class for it. So we'll have to just continue trying to work with the guys we currently have, see if someone can help us guard the tight ends and provide just some man coverage in general, as Harris finally, our first good play on defense, is a tackle for a loss. Harris being a fairly new addition to the squad. I think he's been with the team for a few weeks now, but isn't one of the sub backers, but does come out in some of the base packages to help with run stopping, which unfortunately we're not doing all too well with so far. 2 rushes, 23 yards for Saquon. But on 3rd and short, he checks off the field as they go down the middle. Smith is close, but they do not give him the first down. 4th and inches. Marlon Davidson gets the stop, but Giants trying to be aggressive here, trying to get back to 500 for the first time in quite a while. Down the middle, Saquon converts. We met him in the backfield about 3 yards deep, but Saquon just gets the job done, and they go right back to him. He'll pick up another 3, maybe 4. Now he is coming off of a really big game last week, near 200 yards on 27 carries, 3 rushing touchdowns. So we have a lot for our defense to try to manage. And at the same time, while trying to stop the run, also have to worry about the pass. I mean, they do have Herbert, who is a good quarterback. They have some solid receivers as well. So, team who isn't doing great in terms of their record, they score first. Juju Smith-Schuster gets the catch wide open in the end zone. Perhaps our second drive can be a little bit more fruitful here, as we're going to start with some read option. Fake the handoff. James Cody going to keep it. Breaks to the outside, picks up one block, and will get the first down. Couldn't quite get by Jackson. But either way, that one play already massively improved over the entirety of the last drive. As we'll hand this one off down the middle. Borgie on the RPO just keeps fighting. We'll pick up 7. So we're going to try to work in a good mix of plays here, whether it be just straight up passes, as we have Julio with a one-on-one, doesn't get the separation. Cody gonna have to scramble, will throw it out late. Borgie can't catch it. Cody started his day 0-3 in the passing, as we need 3 here on 3rd down. We'll hand it off Borgie, who has some space, and will get the first down on about an extra 1.5 yards. And with that first down, he'll head to the sideline as Turbin checks in, dropping down to pistol. 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Hand this one off down the middle, and Turbin will pick up a couple, but the flag comes in. That time on the right tackle, Juwan James, who's done a fairly decent job helping protect us, but he's going to have to match up against Chase Young, probably help out a little bit against Dexter Lawrence in this matchup. And it's an easy, quick in, and luckily not a turnover, but that pass rush essentially not even touched on the right-hand side. Chase Young had an easy way in. Try to find a little bit more space here, as Alton Campbell can't bring it in. Now an 0-5 start for Cody, and it's not really like his passes have been bad. He's put them on the money, just no one's getting the catch. Trying to find some space. Across the middle, that pass not very good. Will get intercepted by McKinney. First bad one of the day, maybe second bad one of the day. Will be costly. Tried to find the gap to fit that one in for the first down. The only route that actually seemed to be semi-open to Justin Ross, unfortunately, was just as bad as the defensive trying to cover the read option here. So early indications point at the slide continuing here. Ever since we went with that read option in the Cowboys' 4th quarter matchup, it's been bad. Obviously, Cowboys coming back and winning that game late. Then the Panthers game, and starting off here against the Giants, not looking too hot either, as they get the ball to Saquon right down the middle. I mean, it's easy 3 every time. Might need to try to dial up some more unique blitzes here, as we're going to go with a cornerback blitz this time, although they send the receiver in motion, jet sweep to the outside. Slayton cuts inside, trucks through one defender, and does manage to get the first. He didn't find it by much, but he found it, as Saquon down the middle here continues to keep the feet moving. Harris does finally bring him down, but after a gain of 6. As we continually have to try to play a stronger defensive look just to make sure we could try to match up against Saquon if they do decide to hand it off, but it's leaving receivers open. Slayton that time gets the catch with a first down to the 3. As they sit in pistol, a strong pistol look. The fullback to the left, he'll actually hand it off to him, and he cuts by the defender, Cashman, with a bad angle. And it'll be a 2-score lead for the Giants. And also just now noticing, as we jump into our 3rd drive here with the offense, still no X-Factor icon for James Cody, despite being an X-Factor. If you guys know a fix, let me know. But either way, as we begin here, needing to end this drive with some points, as we're a little bit over halfway through, or a little bit under halfway through the 2nd quarter. Go with the RPO, double pass. Osborne will almost get the first, but more importantly, he does actually get the first catch of the game. First completion for James Cody. As we go with a dive down the middle, good cut there from Borgie, gets us a first down or up to the 45. And perhaps while the accuracy, maybe, I don't want to say accuracy, but just completion percentage is struggling. Maybe we need to set up more of these RPOs, as Osborne breaks to the outside, does shake one tackler, couldn't get by the next in McKinney, who had the INT last drive. But some great running there by Osborne moves us down to the 23, just outside the red zone. As we're going to flood one side of the field, trying to find some space. We have a receiver open right in front of the incoming corner. I believe that was Jackson, going to find Julio. Definitely thought that might have been an interception after it was thrown, but works in our favor as we have our first and goal. Turbin down the middle, can't quite stay on his feet. Lawrence will bring him down at the 1. But we'll run it right back. Turbin has been great for us down here. The blocking has been great, and we will pull one back. Turbin with our first points after a pretty solid drive from the offense. Now we really just need the defense to come through for us here, get a stop, give us an opportunity to level this thing up before halftime. They go with an RP or play action pass, trying to get down the field perhaps, flooding one side of the field. Here comes the pass rush, and Mathis will eventually get Herbert to hit the floor. Just almost didn't. Herbert stumbling back there for a good, what felt like 5 minutes before finally falling for the loss of 10. As they'll come out with that strong pistol look once more. Go the stretch to the outside, incoming pursuit. Great stop there from Harris, and Davis Gaither will help clean up. Harris definitely more so a run stopper currently, but has the skill set to develop into a cover man with some decent man coverage. As they do go with a rush down the middle, Saquon on third down. We'll call a timeout, force the punt. Now we actually end up in really good field position off of a solid return there by Manny Fox. We'll hand the one off right down the middle. Borghi running straight at Lawrence, but a flag comes in. It's our second holding of the first half, that time against right guard Billy Price. As they'll come out with a double A gap, we'll try to set up a pass play off of it. Cody trying to buy some time. Nice throw, will find Osborne, who gets both feet inbounds at the 21. Just a great job there from Cody to just buy time in the pocket until his receivers can get open. We'll go with a run here as we have some lead blocks, trying to find some space, and, not a bad rush. Gain of 6 there from Borghi. Still have a little bit over a minute left here as we do have Ross with a one-on-one. How does it look? I don't know about it, as we will barely get that pass off anyway. So instead we have a 3rd and 4. Bo Melton will not a great choice. And instead of an opportunity here to level this game up, looks like it'll instead be a pick 6 as Cody just does not have the stamina to catch up. Great play from the corner. Should have handed it off. Instead, Murphy Bunting, 6 points the opposite way. It's those little mistakes Cody has to find a way to avoid. And it's not like it's anything new. He's done it since coming into the league, just forcing throws when he probably shouldn't. Just instead of going with the things that are easily open, lofting this one up and overthrown for Alton Campbell. It also very much doesn't help that he's taken quite a good beating early on as well, so he's not throwing his best. As Borghi finds a little bit of space here, makes things more manageable on 3rd down. As we come out with some hurry up, need to get the first down without taking off too much time. And we'll just run it right back, try to get that cut lane. Good cut from Borghi. We'll call a timeout here up to the 40. But for Cody, this bye week coming up is coming at a really important time. He needs to get his stamina sorted. As we go with the underneath pass here, this time going to find Alton Campbell, who will get us the first down just barely. Only one timeout remaining. We still need a good chunk of yards. 12 seconds left. We have time for maybe one more play. How about we chuck it up? Julio, can he make the play? Diving, can't bring it in. With one timeout, we maybe have time for one more throw. If we could just find a little bit of space, and it's not going to be a good one. Right to the safety. James Cody, 3 interceptions in the first half here. He's not helping himself out. But luckily, no points can come off of it, though we do not have the ball to start the second half. Got to find a way to clean things up here and try to just, find something that works out well for us. We're doing pretty well, at least stopping the pass. Only 36 yards for the Giants, but they really haven't had to move the ball all too much. So if our defense can just force some turnovers, maybe that'll help out our offense. But how about Dallas? They're looking like they're going to win this one. 21-0 against the Titans. What about the Eagles? How's that game going? Don't know, but Rams taking on the Bears 21-7. Both of those teams doing pretty well, 7-2 to 7-3. Bears on top at half. And lastly, we do not get any update on the Eagles, instead of really focusing on the Panthers, who are barely up going into halftime, 14-13 versus the Raiders. But as we jump back into our game to kick off the second half, hopefully some halftime adjustments, are going to correct some poor play from the offense and stopping turnovers that are just leaking points. But at the same time, if we could dial up something here for the defense to start forcing some turnovers, I think that will help us out a lot. Just put us in some better field position to start off with, although an 8-yard rush play 1, not looking like it. They've definitely seemed to have been a pass-first team today, so we haven't been able to dial up much pass rush as they do go the read option. Great play on the edge, Shaka Tony. Nice to see him making some plays in the rushing game. Considering he's primarily our pass rush guy, if he could come through for us here on 3rd and 5, that would be nice. Pass to the outside, Saquon diving and getting the first. Only 6 passing attempts for Herbert in this game, and he's completed every single one. So almost the exact opposite start from what Cody had. As it goes some play action pass with a wide open guy. It's their tight end, I believe, maybe even fullback, who's just wide open. And that just really highlights our need for a safety or a linebacker to be able to cover the tight end. Just not something we seemingly have on the roster right now. With a pass the opposite way, big hit. Smith-Schuster holds on. I believe that was his first catch since his early first half touchdown. That was the first points of the game. Full house look here as they motion out the tight end to the right-hand side. Make it a weak eye as they go with another read option. And good play there from Harris. I will say he's having his best game today. That could just be largely due to the fact that he's not out there a lot when we've played other teams, but the Giants sticking with some heavier sets here, which just isn't something you really see in modern football. As they will swing it out wide, gonna find Barkley for a decent gain, setting up a 3rd and short. And they come out with a 2 running back backfield, fullback and the backup running back. Would they go with the read option? And a bad attempt there from Cashman. He has not had a good game today. Luckily for us, Melifanu has some decent pursuit and will at least get the stop prior to touchdown. Something we're really trying to avoid this drive, although they are marching. Herbert, right down the middle, will take the big hit. The ball pops out. And Henderson able to scoop it up right in between 2 Giants, I think, offensive linemen. Great play, dumb play from Herbert. But for us, it gives us hope. 21-7. We need a touchdown drive here as we start off with Turbin. Right down the middle, only gets 2. Going to a quick hurry up here. Not the play call I want, so let's make a quick audible. Go with a play action pass. Trying to get Justin Ross one-on-one, and Julio actually switched over to that right-hand side. Almost brings it down, but it just can't squeeze it. So on 3rd and 8, we need to find a conversion here. Like I said, we need the touchdown quickly. Under halfway through the 3rd quarter. We're going to have Osborne here, works his way open. He's been the most reliable receiver for us. Get the ball to the outside so we could actually stiff arm here. All the way past midfield. Pretty safe to say we got the conversion there as we'll spread empty. A couple guys going deep, a couple guys on some intermediate routes. As we try to just buy some time here, Cody looks to step up. Anyone gonna make a rush? No, it will be Cody making a rush here, and we'll gain 8 on the play. Just have to calm things down a little bit. Take what they give us and hold nothing back. Movie reference. If you know the movie, comment down below. We're gonna have a receiver open here. There's Campbell, the tight end. Get the catch down to the 30. We'll quickly get back to the line, getting a lot of ground to make up here in this one. As we're going to have Osborne wide open, dropping in. They say touchdown. This might go to review. We'll see if Osborne got both feet in bounds. If not, it's going to be on him, though. Pretty decent throw there from Cody to get him into the end zone. But as expected, booth review does come in. We'll have to take one more look at it. He definitely gets that first one, did that right foot drag. Maybe this view will show us here. Yeah, right foot drags. That should be a touchdown. And indeed it is. A great throw there from Cody to get Osborne into the end zone. That route was definitely going to be short, but placing it where he did kept it well away from any defender, and Osborne made a great adjustment. Great catch. Now, just over 2 minutes left here in the 3rd quarter. Can the defense build off the turnover they forced last drive, which helped us get things going offensively? Amadi just about a step, maybe 2 behind. We still have yet to force a single incomplete pass as we come out here with a double A gap blitz right down the middle. Again, I hate it that it stops you from running. However, not stopping anyone from running is shocking. That's our guy. Yeah, Saquon. Yeah, they scored. We all saw it happening. Yeah, not a good play. But that is 100% on my Madden 24 wish list. If I am playing an edge rusher and they snap the ball and no one blocks me, let me rush. Let me actually move. I hate that it freezes you. Because Shaka Tony / me would have gotten that stop on the play. Or at least slowed down Saquon. Wouldn't have been a gigantic run right down the middle. But it is Madden. It is what it is. Gives us a little bit more difficulty here as we try to find some space here. We'll shovel pass. No, not shovel pass. Actually, Justin Ross with a nice move there. Shakes by the defender. Picks up some more yards than probably we should have. We'll go right back into that hurry up once again. Justin Ross playing the left slot. Interesting. We did have a receiver right across the middle, but was flowing the opposite way. Still take the hit, but we at least gained some yards. And from there, we'll go empty after the gain of 2, 2nd and 8. Trying to keep this offense moving here. We're going to bring Osborne in motion. Will be the last play here of the third quarter as Osborne fights forward, but not getting the first down. I don't know about that spotting. A little bit of home field advantage for the Giants, perhaps? But either way, we still have to convert with whatever they give us. 3rd and 1. A little bit of some read option, but we'll hand this one off. Borgie, who has space down the middle, getting close to the 20, down to the 23. Going to continue on with the hurry up as, again, not a lot of time. Still down 2 scores. We have a receiver open. Why did you not throw the ball? And then he fumbles. And then the falling defender takes out both of our pursuing guys. Madden just doesn't want us to win right now. Now, I don't know how many times I have to hit A to throw it to an open Campbell, but apparently I didn't hit it enough times because it still didn't throw it to him as we take a hit, but still end up getting the catch there. Campbell with a great adjustment on the play. Cody takes yet another hit, but at least gives us enough time to kind of get the pass off as we have a guy to the outside, ends up coming back. How did Osborne catch that? Okay, well now Madden's broken in our favor, so let's just keep it moving. Definitely thought that was going to be an interception there from Love. Borgie not getting the first down here, 3rd and 1. But we'll go right back to it. Defense can move around all they want. We'll let them semi-settle so the offensive line knows where to block. But Borgie will get the first down and a little bit more inside the 40, marked down at the 39. Maybe see if we could get Ross deep. Also have Osborne going on a deep corner. And, you know, possibly could have got there. Instead, we'll loft this one for Campbell and lofted it too much. So we'll settle it down a little bit, let some of our guys catch their breath, bring out some subs, hand this one off Turbin, who cuts to the left-hand side. Can't get the juke by number 35, Murphy Bunting, who had, I believe, one of the interceptions. He had the pick 6 earlier. But we'll go quickly off of this one either way. Have a receiver open across the middle. Gonna find Manny Fox, who tries to spread to the outside. Can't quite get the corner. Great pursuit there by Jackson. But down to the 5 we go. Now, typically down here, we run. Maybe we could pop up here with a pass to Ruckert. Does get to the outside, and again, throw the ball. Oh, that's just getting really annoying. Really shouldn't have to tell the game to pass the ball 13 times for it to actually pass the ball. 2nd and goal, Bro Melton. He's going to take the jet sweep, gets to the outside. Good pursuit from the Giants, and we're not getting anywhere. Now on 3rd and goal, staying spread here. We're going to have to go for it on 4th down if we don't convert here anyway. Possible guy across the middle, lofted up, and touchdown Alton Campbell, but a flag comes in late. And put it on the board. Gonna count it. Now we still need 2 more touchdowns. About 4.5 minutes left. Now with Saquon Barkley, I expect they're gonna start to run the ball a lot more heavier here. Again, only about 4.5 minutes left in this one. We need 2 scores, and they do hand off Saquon, who gets down the middle, picks up 3. He's had 12 rushes, 111 yards. So he's had himself a pretty good day. Can try to crunch down this line as they go with a read option. Herbert to the outside. Johnson can't get the tackle. I mean, what more do we need to do? Big hit there from Melifonwu, no fumble. Plus, they get themselves into plus territory. Could be a possible striking range. I don't know. They broke off some good runs so far. And it will be a play action pass here. Good job from Shaka. Tony gets the sack. Unfortunately, I was hoping for a forced fumble. It does at least make them lose 9 yards. So could help us out, make sure they at least stay further away from field goal range. But we're getting really low on time here. Great tackle in the backfield, Harris. Now on 3rd down, they'll have to run one more play and then punt. But I will be inside the 2-minute warning. Again, still down 2 scores. That's if we get the stop, which honestly we've struggled with today. Right across the middle, Slayton not going to get the first down. But it will take us, like I said, inside the 2-minute warning. Now they're actually going to line up to go for this. If they miss, it'll put us in really good territory, and that is by far not going to be even close. Not going to return it. We'll take the ball at about midfield. Under 2 minutes. We need 2 scores to send this thing into OT. The question, though, is if we could find our way into the end zone quickly and in a timely fashion to give us time to try to make something happen. One-on-one, Julio will not get the catch. Need to take some deep shots, but also need to make sure we're moving the ball here. Minute 50, all 3 timeouts. Going to need that for a secondary drive, as we're going to get the quick throw out to Hines here. Or not Hines, Hales. We don't have a Hines. That's what happens when you're trying to commentate while also trying to run a 2-minute drive here. Luckily, we get the catch, we get the first down. And we have Osborne to the outside, gets the catch down out of bounds at the 4. Now, do we go with the quarterback draw here? I kind of want to run it, see what happens, and we don't get the blocks we needed. Going to have to run quickly back to the line here. Ojulari and Lawrence quickly gets the stop. We got a touchdown off the slant play last time. Gonna have to roll out here with a pass to the back of the end zone. Osborne. That connection between Cody and Osborne has just been fantastic this season. Need to build on that. Now with all 3 timeouts, we elect to kick, not go with the onside. We're gonna trust our defense here to get the stop when we need it. And Saquon right down the middle, he already picks up 7. We really need to get the stop here, get the stuff, and it's close. 3rd and inches. Really, really close. The game pretty much comes down to this play. Can we get a decent stop? Davis Gaither slows him down. Cashman will get the tackle for a loss. We will get 1 more shot on offense. No timeouts to tie this game up. Gonna really hope for a good punt return as well. Manny Fox will receive this back around the 15, close to the 20. Can we get some decent blocks? We do. Manny Fox not quite going to get the corner, but we'll have 53 seconds to move the ball 75 yards to tie this thing up. This is your time, Cody. Game started off pretty rough for you, but you can make it up here. If we could get a decent drive going. Just find the open man right down the seam. Julio has dropped so many today. But also trying to make sure we don't throw too many towards the center of the field. Want some guys to the outside. Bo Melton actually on the outside. Might work fairly well for us. He has some speed all the way to the outside. Julio does get the catch, but he lands in bounds, and it's only a short gain. We're going to have to go, we can't really go with the run here. Not a lot of time. Gonna have to snap the ball, just go with what we have. One-on-one, Justin Ross not getting the catch. 4th and 4. 16 seconds left, but we need the first down. It's arguably more important. Now, can we just get someone open? That's the problem. Lofting this one up. We're gonna have Julio, who gets the catch. He does not have the speed, run out of bounds at the 8. Safe decision there. Don't get tackled in bounds, but he could do a backflip, but doesn't have the speed. All right. Either way, though, tremendous play. Cody put that ball where it needed to be, beat the linebacker in coverage. Now, who's going to get open? One-on-one to the outside. Justin Ross doesn't get the catch. We have time for 1 play and 1 play only. Hales running that route, I don't think that would be the best, but we don't have a timeout. We can't do anything except for just run the clock. Instead, right down the middle, Alton Campbell overthrown. With the last play of the game, it was right there. But they just didn't make the play. The turnovers in this one early on killed us. 4. It's very difficult to come back from that, even with 368 passing yards, over 100 rushing. 4 turnovers. It's a dagger. But I want to watch this last play one more time. Just right down the middle. I mean, with that ball right there, I mean, you got to catch it. I mean, it's a little bit high, but Alton Campbell's made this play so many times. I don't know if he just didn't see it. Do have to say, though, it was great to see Cody fight back in that second half. We made it a game all the way down to the very last play. Maybe that ball just a little bit lower, or honestly, Alton Campbell just needs to try harder to get that catch. I mean, it's the game tying play, right? You had to get it. There was no extra time. And we needed that animation where it's the like stop, jump back, spinning kind of one. If we had that, it would have been an amazing play. Instead, absolutely awful play. And we move to the bye week, which is going to be really big for us. I think it's what Cody definitely needs. His player icon when we start a game is already like the yellow-orange, so it's not good. So the bye week hopefully will help with that. Hopefully we'll see him bounce back as we take on the Falcons in week 13 and then rematch versus the Giants week 14. But as we wrap up this episode, did want to again take a look at some of the prospects. And this time, I think we're going to go with receiver, right? Because we've seen some good receiver play, right? We've seen guys like Osborne, who I think will probably be, and let me know if you agree with this, the offensive player of the game, right? Or of the week, because so many times he came up with the big play. We had, some plays here and there. Justin Ross made a couple good grabs. Julio had some grabs, but also Julio had several drops. Alton Campbell had some drops or just didn't really try to get the catch. So I think bringing in a number one receiver, right? Osborne right now is a number one receiver, but I don't love the slot being the guy we have to rely on because they're typically lined up against the majority of people, right? You're going to have the slot corner, the linebacker, the safety you have to worry about from the slot. But on the outside, a lot of the times you're going to have a one-on-one, maybe a two-on-one. So I like to find a guy who we could abuse that with, right? So going through, we have some options. Marlon Richards around 1 to 2. Looks like he might be pretty decent up top. He has the A catch in traffic, the A to C catching, B to D deep route running, and B release. The release is the main thing I'm looking for because I'm looking for an outside guy. So that has to be at least a B, preferably an A. Now, Marlon Richards is a physical guy, so that would possibly replace that Justin Ross role depending on speed. Next is Tyree Thomas out of Penn State, another round 1 to 2, listed as a slot guy, but he does have a build for the outside, being 6'2", 222. And again, the tops look good, right? But they're all a range. So we have A to C for both, or for catching in traffic, catching and release, and then B to D deep route runner. Also looking for a guy who has some decent deep route running. The third option in the round 1 to 2 is David Watkins, going to be the smallest of the top 3 guys out of NC State, 6'1", 186. Does not have great catching. That's a D, which is interesting, but has A to C catch in traffic, A deep route running, and B release. So there's some intrigue there for sure. He might just be prone to random drops like what we saw with Julio in this game. Later on, though, we're going to have a couple more options in round 2 to 3, and Darren Hampton and Eugene Silver. Both are, again, on the smaller side, 6 foot or under, 186 or under. But they have some decent ability. Again, we don't know the exacts for them, but some decency here in the round 2 to 3. Also, as we're talking about receiving targets, I'll go ahead and include the tight ends here. Because Alton Campbell, while he was great for us season 1, his rookie year, this year, partially due to the playbook, right? He's not as involved. But when he is involved, he's not making the big splashy plays. So we'll keep an eye out. And at the top in the round 1 to 2, we have Cody Cole out of Stanford, tight end U, 6'5", 237, with A catch in traffic, A to C catch in traffic and deep route running, and B to D run block. I mean, that looks fantastic. And we're going to see that a lot with a lot of these guys. In the round 3 to 4, we have Steve Roseman out of Boise State, 6'4", 250, with A catch in traffic and then A to C catching, deep route running, and run block. Brandon Reynolds in the round 3 to 4 as well out of Penn State, 6'4", 245. A to C catch in traffic, B catching, B to D deep route running, and run block. Wow, stumbling around a little bit. As we move into the day 3 categories, it continues to look good with Rob Overton out of Alabama. Going to be on the shorter side, 6'2", but still good weight with 251. B catching traffic, A to C catching, and then B to D deep route running and run block. And then Philip Reed out of USC, 6'4", 257. A to C catching traffic, B catching, B to D deep route, and then B run block. So all these guys could be a solid option for us. We're going to have to see what the combines look like, see what the speed is, what the strength is, and potentially we get another tight end. But overall, I want to find some receiving targets that we could really go after to possibly help out Cody. But most importantly, I want to end this losing streak. 3 losses in a row. We're going to have our bye week in between episodes, and then week 13. Need to get back on the board. I'm pretty sure the Cowboys won because they were up a lot at halftime. And all the updates I saw were them still up. So need to keep up with them as much as we can. Giants pull one closer with the victory over us today. Gonna have to rebound. So to make sure, or to see if we do, make sure you guys are subscribing. Hit my bear icon on the bottom right, or scroll down and hit the subscription button next to the bell icon, which you should also hit so you're notified when these videos go live. This series posted every Monday and Thursday. Also have the state only challenge every Wednesday and Saturday. And then on Tuesdays and Fridays, FIFA 23 My Player Career. So 6 full-length, long-form videos every single week, plus a bunch of shorts. A lot of content, so make sure you stick around. And until next time, or again, we look to rebound. Same story, different team. We'll see you then. Bye.